everybody. It's your girl Kia from I Can't Make This Ish Up. And I know that I have been super inconsistent the last month. But there has been so much going on. And it's like, when do I find the time? Because if those of you who know me know that I maximize my time. So when I say I ain't got time, that means I ain't got time, because I'm normally using all my seconds, milliseconds, neuroseconds, whatever. So anyways, I just wanted to touch base with you guys about a couple of things that was on my mind, and for the simple fact that I'm sitting here on a 24-hour duty and staying awake. So one of my things I wanted to talk about was understanding expectation versus reality, right? So I think if we start to manage our expectations versus reality, then that would save us a lot of the drama in the end. So a lot of us get caught up in expecting somebody to do or operate the way we would want them to, versus taking that person for who they are and who they have shown us already in the past and taking that for face value. We find ourselves so much living on somebody's potential versus somebody's reality. And then we end up being mad in the end when that person doesn't do or operate the way we want them to. And at that point, it's like, okay, who are you supposed to be mad at? Because you can't be mad at that person for being who they are and not being who you want them to be. If we would manage our expectations versus reality, then if somebody quote unquote disappoints us, we wouldn't be disappointed, because we would have expected it. We would have known better. We would have understood that, hey, this person is more than likely going to operate like this. So when it happens, I'm not going to, shed a tear. Now, I'm not saying walk through life and be pessimistic, okay? I'm just saying be realistic. Doesn't mean living inside a negativity bubble. It means shielding yourself from disappointment by understanding the realities and the intentions of those around you. So if we do that, then you'll be fine. So, for example, for me, being in the military, being a single mother, I would love everybody that I work with to be considerate and to understand that I'm a single parent and take that into consideration when they make decisions. I would love it. It would be great. Now, I've been a single parent for about 97% of my career. Okay? There was a small fragment in time when I had a significant other. So, with that being said, I still have to work and operate as though I don't have children. As harsh as that may sound, that's the realities of it, because there's a saying in the Army where if the Army wanted you to have a family, they'd have issued you one. This saying has been around since I've been in the Army, and I haven't been in the Army very long, but that's a long time. So when I used to hear that, I would giggle a little bit, but then I was like, well, first of all, this is not 1776, and we're not 14-year-old little boys running around with muskets, okay? We're grown adults. We are making grown adult decisions. A lot of us come into the military married. Some of us get married young, and we have children, and that's the realities of the Army now. However, you have those old heads in the military that just do not want to adapt and overcome. As much as they tell us that we need to be an adaptable Army, it'd be the ones that have been in the Army 20 years still sitting around here thinking we're supposed to be operating off of Desert Storm requirements. So, anywho, back to the subject. So, it's just me and my kids out here living our best life, and I would love it if people would consider my children when they make certain decisions. Now, I'm not talking about favoritism. I'm talking about common sense. Like, don't be looking at me to be doing some random stuff out of nowhere, and I got two little humans that I got to raise, and then you just looking at me like, oh, well, you should just have somebody else to raise your kids, because that's basically what they say. They throw out the thing, family care plan, right? And for those of you in the military, you know what that is. So basically, that's some documents that you need to submit where basically you're telling the Army that, yeah, I got somebody else to raise my kids and instill their own morals and values into my children, because the mission is more important. All right. I love being a mother. And I love being in the military. I love being an NCO. I love influencing people. So as a mother, I get to influence my children. I get to inspire my children. I get to motivate my children. And guess what? As an NCO, I get to do the same thing. I get to inspire, instill certain values and morals, and I get to motivate those around me, not just my subordinates, but also my seniors. And I love to do both equally. However, I don't enjoy the fact that the Army forces my hand and makes me choose. And sometimes in the end, my children suffer for it. And, like, for example, my daughter right now, she's in the 5th grade. Lord knows that that child is struggling with her math. And I'm not good at math. I'm a whole struggle bubble horse when it comes to math. I don't count nothing but my kids and my money. So when it starts coming into n equals 3 plus 4, first of all, I don't know who n is. So if you haven't identified yourself, we ain't got nothing to talk about. That's just me, though. That's how I feel. So right now, I have to be on YouTube trying to watch the stuff that she's doing because they talking about some division using the array model and all this other stuff. And I'm like, first of all, why does this even exist? Like, it's dumb. It's a whole bunch of additional steps. It's annoying. And really, it's just the fact that I don't know it, so I think it's stupid, right? Because if I knew it, then I'd be like, this is great. This is too easy. But I don't know it, and I don't want to learn it. I'm too old to be sitting around here trying to learn how to recount. I just want to count like a regular person. So, anywho, we have been trying to get back on board with her math, but for the simple fact that if I was able to invest the amount of time like I have to right now catching her up on her math, if I was able to do that throughout her earlier years in school, then we wouldn't be facing the problems that we are facing right now. But because I've had to, have my kids, or my daughter for the most part anyways, being watched by people at different times in their lives, times that I feel were important to have consistency when it comes to teachings and making certain things a priority, then we wouldn't have this problem, this current issue. And in no way, shape, or form am I saying I don't appreciate the assistance I've been getting, because Lord knows, without those in my corner that have been helping me with my daughter, I probably would not be in the military. However, everybody raises their children differently. Everybody finds something as a priority different than the next person. So with that being said, because I wasn't able to be consistent, some things fell through the cracks. And I can't go to work and be like, oh, hey, look, I'm only going to be able to do this X, Y, and Z because I need to be home and study with my daughter. Or I need to go take my child to a tutor, whatever the case may be. Now, is this a guarantee that's going to be a no? Absolutely not, because I've also been blessed in the military to have outstanding leadership that are understanding, that actually have families and do care. But the reality is they don't have to care, because at the end of the day, the mission, quote unquote, is first. And those that have been in the military that have decided to get out on a family care plan or get out and raise their children, it's normally because they have a chain of command who either A, don't have family, so they're single, no kids, no spouse, or they have a family that they don't like and they don't understand why you want to be around your own family. So they're like, well, hey, this is the mission. We don't care what you got going on. Make it happen. So then it forces people out. I've just been blessed to have the latter. I've had a chain of command for most of my career that have been considerate of my children, in the fact that as long as I get the things that I need to get done, they allow me the opportunity to take care of what I need to take care of. However, it hasn't been in the magnitude that I would like. So, expectation versus reality. The reality is I'm in the military, and I understand the tempo of the military, and I understand my role in the military. So I don't expect the military to care about my kids like I care about my kids. I don't expect people in the military to care about my personal life like I care about my personal life. I don't expect the military to care about me the way I care about me. So does that mean that I'm being a negative Nancy? No, it means I'm managing my expectations. Because if I sat around here and was like, well, I don't know why they keep telling me to do this because I got a child and they should already know. Yeah, they do know. Clearly, it's listed on my paperwork. But guess what? I still got a job to do. So now I'm not sitting around here angry. It is what it is. Hey, I have some beautiful children that are very intelligent who, thank God, are well behaved. So if I have to pull in my military family or my blood family and get them in the clutch, they actually don't mind watching my kids because my kids for the most part are well behaved. So, I have that support system, and my children are a great support system just for the simple fact that they do what they're supposed to do for the most part. Expectation versus reality. I don't expect my kids to be perfect, but I do expect them to have some sort of discipline for their age group. So I say all that to say, manage your expectations and you'll manage your disappointment. But once you start expecting what you want from other people, then you will fall into the trap of constant disappointment and questioning yourself whether you're allowed to have those thoughts or not. And managing your expectations of people around you and not expecting what you want from them will give you peace of mind. And I just want to add to that. I'm not saying that you cannot control the type of energy that you surround yourself by. I'm saying do not go around having a list of do's and don'ts and holding people to that list and then getting mad when they do the opposite, especially if that person already showed you who they were. So, be blessed. I'm glad to be back. Be on the lookout for more episodes. Remember to follow me on YouTube. Download the Anchor app, Google Play, Apple, whatever, shenanigans, all those platforms that you can listen to my podcast. And I look forward to making this bigger, greater, and more special. So stay blessed. And I'm praying for you all.